Just a short video. This is kind of a crazy idea I just did. Probably wouldn't be. I wouldn't suggest doing it really. Anyway, I had this motor I got somewhere, and it had this pulley on it, and I tried to put a pulley gear puller thing on it. This piece and try and pull it off. Their set screw was out, and it didn't want to come off. It started making weird sounds, and I realized that it was one of these spots here. The top was separating, and I was like, okay, that's useless. So I was like, oh, just pull the pulley off and save the motor maybe. And then I decided maybe try something a little interesting. So I took a big 14-inch hacksaw and I put the motor on a little variac there. I gave it like say 40 volts, and it was enough torque to keep it going, but not real fast. And I just ran the hacksaw along when this was on here. I just made a groove. I started making this little streak, held the hacksaw along this rim here. That gave me kind of a guideline, and it wasn't getting really set into the metal though, so then I went around it by hand and cut some shallow slots in it. Then I turned it back on, and I just held the hacksaw on top of it, pressed against here, and let the motor do its work, and it was spinning this way, so it was away from me. And then eventually it had to cut through the outside, and it had to cut through these things, and I don't know what kind of metal this is. It looks like aluminum or pot metal. And then I once it cut through, I just this piece rolled off the bench and on the floor, and then now I just might have to grind this up. But that's kind of an interesting way you can use a cut a pulley if you had to for something like that. This was off an old drill press. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the motor. It's a nice motor, I think. It made some weird sounds, but I think that might just be the pulley here, or it could be the bearing. I don't know. That was partially why I wanted to pull the pulley off it. And this might be a good pulley I can use for a different project where I need a bigger shaft inside for a big like a third horse 3-phase motor.